Hey Virgo, it's Sierra the Solitary Witch. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are going to be your messages for the month of August 2019. And before we get started, I of course want to thank all of you for joining me once again. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate so much all of your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions. Make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you can be informed of when I upload videos. I do have some other videos that I am planning to upload throughout the month of August pertaining to astrology and things of that nature. So if you're interested in those, make sure that you hit that bell notification. Make sure that you subscribe. If you're interested in a personal tarot reading with me, that information can be found in the description box. And with that being said, I think that we can go ahead and jump right in, Virgo. So let's get started. So when I was meditating on your energy, the word shifting came to me, transformation. For a lot of you Virgos, in the month of August, if not already, I feel like some of you guys might be dealing with a breakup of some sort or going through some sort of heartbreak. And I say that because you have this being you at the center, the High Priestess. You have the Three of Swords, the Emperor, the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So of course, I'm gonna break all of this down as we go, but definitely some sort of heartbreak here, a deep sadness, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is connected to a romantic partner, romantic relationship. I feel like this person, whoever your partner is, whether it's male or female, their energy is translating out in this reading as the Emperor. So not to say that this is the type of energy that they had when you met, but I feel like right now, and maybe even for a while leading up to this point, your partner has been very, like their energy is just very much changed. They are sort of wound up. To me, their energy is coming off a little harsh. So maybe they have been stressed about something, or maybe they have been acting out kind of harshly toward you. There could be some arguments going on, some bickering. I also feel like with this Two of Pentacles here, that there is a possibility that there has been deception, maybe even cheating, I would go as far as to say. Two of Pentacles here is telling me that there's definitely a difference between you and your partner when it comes to desires and values. Like there is a conflict there is a friction. It's not feeling cohesive. It's not feeling like it's flowing together like maybe it once was. And I think for a lot of you Virgos, you've had this feeling of this relationship kind of coming to a close for a while now. I feel like a lot of you guys have definitely felt a sense of completion around this relationship and this partner, but maybe you were a little hesitant to let it go. Maybe you were feeling unsure. You were doubting yourself and thinking that you were just overreacting about, you know, the fighting or the situation that you're in with this partner. But I definitely feel that it is in the highest and best good for a lot of you guys, not all of you maybe, but definitely for a lot of you guys to let that relationship come to an end. What you're feeling right now is definitely being shown to you and highlighted to you because of eclipse season. I think that this is, you know, the energy and the feelings that you guys have been having towards your partner are being surfaced to you right now because the universe is trying to tell you that it is something worth looking at. It is something that is what you are feeling is valid. And I feel like a lot of you guys with this Ten of Wands here, it is time to just kind of pack your things up and essentially move on, whether that is in an actual physical sense of you and your partner living together, or whether it's translating out into a more mental or emotional sense where you just need to start the process of detaching yourself from this person on a mental and emotional level. And I think that a lot of you guys, you have the Strength card here as well. A lot of you guys are going to find that resource or that well of strength within you to be able to carry this out and to, you know, feel confident about your choice and your decision to depart from this relationship. I think that you definitely gave it a good go, and it just wasn't, this is just not a connection or a relationship that is meant to last any longer for some of you. Like I said, not all of you. This Ace of Wands here is reiterating what I said at the beginning of the reading, where a lot of shifting and transformation is happening. Things are changing around you. It could also be tied to your perception of self. I see a lot of you guys with the Queen of Pentacles here just kind of drawing inward and nurturing your own self, tending to your own heart and your own needs, being a little more reserved and protective. I feel like whatever the circumstance was that caused this Three of Swords, it definitely, quite literally, as far as the card is depicting, was a stab in the heart. And for some of you guys, maybe it wasn't what you were expecting from your partner, because I feel like a lot of you guys may be still viewing your partner in these earlier stages of the Two of Cups here, when maybe you guys were very synchronistic and happy and flowing. Maybe you haven't been seeing them as they currently are, which is more of this Emperor energy where they're coming off very harshly. You know, there's not a lot of warmth, and you're not really feeling that connection and that love there. It just feels very sort of structured, and maybe you've felt for a while that you even are a burden to your partner. So you're definitely more protective of yourself and more protective of your heart, and you are being more mindful moving forward of those red flags. So let's move on to your second layer. I hope that made sense so far, Virgo. Yeah, overall, I just feel like the relationship got to a point, or it is to a point where it's just too much, and you're tired of this kind of like balancing act. Maybe your partner is just so intensely wound up right now, and they just seem so easily triggered, and you know, they like whatever you say or do is just very easily upsetting to them. Like you're just tired of walking on eggshells, you know. Moving on to your second layer, you have the Hierophant at the center, Temperance, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Four of Cups, the Fool, and the Four of Wands. Looking at your second layer here, you have the Hierophant at the center, and on either side of it you have the Nine of Swords and the Hanged Man. So for some of you, this isn't just, you know, a boyfriend or a girlfriend type situation. This is like a spouse. Like this is someone that you are kind of bound to contractually, like you are by law connected to this person. But like I said in the previous layer with the Nine of Swords here, there very much is like a feeling of being trapped. Like you want to get out, you want to move away from this person, and you wish that it were as simple as just packing up your things and leaving and being done with it. But you might have a little more of a hurdle to get over in order for that to become possible. Some of you are feeling defeated by that truth. However, with the Hanged Man on the other side here, this is telling me that it's definitely, for one, it's definitely still worth going through that process of, I mean, your process is going to look different than those people who are just in a simple relationship that they can just be like, okay, sayonara, bye. But I still think that, especially with the cards that were reflected in your first layer, it's definitely still worth detaching yourself from this person. And even though you have the Hangman here signifying that it's going to take a little more time and there is going to be, you know, some periods of waiting, what's waiting for you on the other side of this relationship or this marriage or this partner that you are needing to detach yourself from is a completely fresh, clean slate. You do have the Fool here underneath the Hierophant, and then you have the Knight of Cups above that. So a fresh start, as well as feeling more emotionally stable and balanced, feeling more, having that emotional freedom, not feeling this Nine of Swords where you're feeling hopeless or powerless, but being able to move forward in your own way. And like I said, that is most certainly worth fighting for and you know, sticking out. So keep that in mind, Virgo, because you also have the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands being an energy of marriage, of union, two people coming together in a stable, sort of loving way. And then the Six of Cups here, where it is being indicated that you have maybe a deep history with this person. Some of you guys may be holding on to that. You may have a difficult time severing this tie because of that deep history. Just respect your process, respect and honor where you are, and keep your goals in mind. Like, just try to be mindful of what it is that you're wanting to feel in the future, what it is that, how you want to see yourself in the future, the type of love that you want. Keep those things in mind as you're dealing with all of this. You also have the Four of Cups and the Temperance card. So Temperance is a very similar energy to the Justice card of balance. And I think that that is definitely the goal or the homework for you in the month of August, and maybe even past August, is just how can you restore that emotional balance? How can you restore that mental clarity and that mental strength that was maybe robbed from you by this partner, or robbed by the situation, the heartbreak that was in your previous layer? How can you effectively see things as they currently are, and not under the illusion of what you want it to be or how it was in the past? How can you effectively see things as they are now and make an informed decision based on your needs right now, and still be graceful with the Four of Cups? The way that the Four of Cups is being depicted in this card, I feel like he's sitting cross-legged in this field and he's in this meditative state, and I feel like that is very much a piece, like it's very much connected to this Temperance energy here of moving through this process as gracefully as possible, because I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you are the one in the position of the shorter end of the stick. Like, you are the one that has been mishandled here. Maintaining a sense of grace and a sense of integrity and dignity, even though this person may not be deserving of it, especially with this Three of Swords that was in your first layer, and with the Two of Pentacles, which could point to, you know, deception or infidelity of some kind. They may not be deserving of it, like I said, but that is very much your homework for the month of August, is moving through this situation, moving through this energy in a graceful way, in a way that is that's gonna really solidify and ensure that you are on top when all is said and done. Because I feel like for some of you, if this is your situation and the person that you're trying to get away from is a spouse, I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you this spouse tried to fight. Like, if you tried to divorce divorce this partner, they would put up a fight or, you know, create all kinds of barriers and obstacles and hurdles for you to jump through, and just make the process overall very difficult and very unnecessary in a lot of ways. So it's going to be even more important during that time, Virgo, for you to remember this Four of Cups here in the Temperance card of balance and grace. Okay, Virgo, I think that's all I have for you for the month of August. I hope that you guys got something out of this. Leave your comments down below and let me know if any of this applies to you, what part of the process you're at. I'd love to hear from you guys, and thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.